Gay now set to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. With a gain of 5. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Rams take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll, and he found it.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So they eliminated 3 plays on that drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off for the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Caught out right by Renfro.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
123 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Akers. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cobb, for a Los Angeles first.
For as much as we install his route running and him as a pass catcher, he might be better with the ball in his hands. He did not want to go down there until he found the end zone. And while he didn't quite get there, he and his guys are set up near the goal line now. 1st and goal.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cobb. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Rams have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ballgame. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
Gay is on for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. Good drive on time as they go 9 plays away. That results in a 40-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
To throw is Carr. Got an open man, Keelan Cole.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Jacobs hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Max Crosby in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
a 2nd down and 6. Now Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run for it with Akers. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 31, Stafford. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now it's Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
He's got Renfro on the out route. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
155 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
If you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll give this to Akers running right. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. Well, that's deep, particularly the secondary has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Here's Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Carr. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. But he caught it out of bounds, and the score stays the same here in the 4th.
So close to changing numbers on the scoreboard. When you're running routes in the end zone, you've got to give yourself enough space as a receiver to make sure you can come down with the ball inbounds.
Especially in this type of a game in the fourth quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8. Throwing is Stafford. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Now Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp
From 3 yards out.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So now an 11-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
So Carr and the Raiders now down by 12. Just under 2 minutes to go. Their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing his Carr. Connecting with Renfro.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Carr to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now Carr got to have this one. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
A give up the middle to Akers.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Going right back to Akers.
And a short gain here down to the 22. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Jay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. And now here come the Raiders. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Carr. Gets this to Waller. Nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. Time is running now in this game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went up. Both offenses were clicking. Charles's defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did that. I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Rams, they move back over 500 at 7-6.